Okay, so we're gonna talk to Dorans because we saw some kind of we saw something like a vision when we woke up.
Huh?
From our camp
Hi.
here. Let's see, I don't think it matters. Thought I felt your eyes on me, not common words. Okay. You usually greet him like that. I had questions I wanted to ask.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
I saw something strange. You were sitting by the fire, and I saw a great light from your staff.
Tell me what you saw.
Durance is silent, staring at you, locking gazes. It was a flash like an explosion, a rushing of air, incredibly bright.
It is the light of the Godhammer you saw.
Durance takes in each word. He is strangely silent for a moment, and when he speaks, his voice is low. The Godhammer? What about it?
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
What do you know about it?
It brought the Saints' war to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Aothis overstepped. The Godhammer reminded Aothis of it. You saw its light because I helped shape it, give it life, and release it into the world. Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten.
You helped build the Godhammer?
There were 12 of us. We fashioned the weapon, crafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now. It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger, guiding my hand, guiding the other 11, the shadows of the 12 who had come to stand on the bridge to stop Aothis.
Shadows of the 12?
Even in that stand, there was a ritual to it. For the 12 that stood on the bridge, there were 12 shadows cast, 12 faithful of Margaren, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the Godhammer.
Durance rests the staff in front of him, and the flame atop it curls for a moment, the light flaring slightly. It splits into a ring of flames, one after the other, until a dozen is met.
As 12 held Aothis fast, we 12 unleashed our prayers and let the Godhammer fall.
Then it blossoms brightly once and resumes its candle intensity. In the aftermath, the shadows seem sharper in the vicinity, as if they have edges. And you blink to clear your vision. Durance is still staring at the tiny candle-like flame intently.
Shadows cast by the fire of the Godhammer, perhaps. We share their fate as well in time. Now the spine of the Deerwood is marked by the Godhammer, marked by Margaret.
Durance frowns and moves his gaze from the staff. What do you mean, shared their fates?
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waste. Some deaths come from silence. The connection we once shared with Margaret. After the light of the Godhammer, it was not the same. It was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory, being welcomed, there was silence, within and without. Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think. And such a death, it changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubt followed, and the world changed. I do not believe Margaret was pleased by what we had done.
They could probably, but he was probably an imposter, not really a god, you know. Why is that?
The world is broken. The wheel still. There is sickness in the world's heart. Perhaps the price of crossing a god. Crossing two gods. Even as Margaret shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind did. Saint Widewind. Mortal arrogance to match mortal arrogance. Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it. If I had forgotten some of Margaret's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again.
What did you do?
I remembered Margaret's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Aethys, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal? As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the wall of black trees. Wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Margaret at her heart. At least that is my hope. These are the doubts that befall me.
What happened when you returned to Ashfall?
The road to Ashfall is long. Gives one time to think. If you think long enough, you do not go home. I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried. Of my fellow 11 craftsmen, disciples, I know not what happened to them, if they suffered the same doubt as I did. But it was undeserved. It was wrong. We had done all that. Oh, at last. Grab victory from defeat and
You feel as if your god has betrayed you?
there is something about being used and cast aside. Perhaps Widewind himself felt it. There at the end, when the hammer struck. To be the proof that your god is hollow as the vessel it inhabits. I tried to find purpose, and avoided all contact with other Magranic priests. Did not seek the walls of Ashfall, and sought to make amends to my god through actions. I joined with the Purges for a time, and not long after came the first signs of the Hollowborn. So many crimes, trespasses, violations. The Salvation. Animances were another sickness born of the Saints' War. A relapse of innovation, of desperation to heal what we had caused. All seemed worse than before the bridge, not better. And as years passed, the world became even worse still for the victory.
Maybe the purges weren't what Magrin wanted either. Sweat collects in the sooty creases of his forehead and runs down his ruddy cheeks. It drips from the tip of his nose. His mouth moves, but his utterances make no sound. He is, for once, at a loss. Feeling your gaze, he quickly composes himself, wiping his forehead with the back of a dirty hand.
Hmm? Worship the whims of some fickle bitch, and you'll never be more than dirt beneath her feet. Worship what she worships, on the other hand. Take her fire for your own, and her esteem comes on its own. Of course, by that time, you no longer need it. Trial and transformation, sure as Durance taught.
Durance glares at you, and staring into his eyes gives you the feeling of peering over the edge of a great cliff.
You think to put the coals to my feet, but what's burned once will never burn again. These talks are your trial, Walter. You cannot deflect the truth to one who has already been purified by it.
Tell me what happened on the bridge. We chose the bridge because we could control it. Durance's hands tightened at the top of the staff, as if holding it by the neck. It was a place where we could choke Eothas in his own footsteps, where we knew his feet would fall, a narrow neck of stone. But it was more than that. It was the spine of the deerwood, symbolic of its backbone. Such symbols are important in the construction of a weapon. Durance studies his staff, his eyes traveling along the etchings. Any weapon. Durance's face hardens and his eyes burn, his eyebrows narrowing. I suspect Eothas knew that as well, and so did his vessel, in its arrogance. His hand tightens on the staff. He intended to walk upon the bridge as if walking on the backs of the deerwood, and we intended to burn him with the light of our faith, and his, 12 on the bridge, 12 in the shadow, and gave ourselves to it. Gave yourselves to it?
We put much of ourselves into the Godhammer. Such a device is not simply machine. There are elements of the spirit in it. Even Widewind's spirit.
Elements of the spirit?
Each of the 12 who brought the Godhammer forth would have done anything to save the Deerwood, save its people. It is why we were chosen. Each of us hated this pretender. That rage, that spirit, that rebellion went into our work, and went into studying him as well.
Widewin? Why?
We all studied Widewin.
Widewin.
He was our enemy, and he had provided the flesh the god wore as a cloak. That flesh made him vulnerable. I knew what fields his hands had tilled, his family, what he had harvested, where he had been born. We sought to know him, what had led him to fight us.
Why was that important?
You don't kill the god. You kill the man it inhabits. And you leave that man a ruin. Burn him to ash. The weapon was meant to not only burn his flesh, but it would burn his soul. And it did. At the cost of our own. And at the cost of our goddess's favor. That whore be damned.
It sounds as if you fell victim to your own weapon.
Perhaps your eyes were blinded by the truth of the Godhammer, Watcher. I feel half a man at times, but even that is twice that of most others. If you fear for my spirit, your fears are baseless. The Godhammer, seeing its light, only fueled my anger and made me stronger, made me re-examine the teachings of Margaret, put them in a new light.
It looks as if there was only part of you, as if your spirit had been sheared in half.
I do not need you to cast any more questions on me, Watcher. Nor did I ask you to look upon me without my leave. Get gone, and leave me be.
Of course.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Are those the same robes you wore at Hellgate? Durance frowns. Why do I... The tension in his face slips into irritation. Your memory is both a curse and a curse. I wore these on our pilgrimage to Hellgate, as well as after. He glances at them. We were to travel quietly. So few would know our religion, our intent, like executioners with robes instead of hoods. How did they get burnt then? These robes are the ones I wore at the Citadel when the Godhammer was triggered. Imagine a campfire, then a field of them. His hand cradles his staff, then form into a sphere and let it grow until it fills the air. He swallows, his throat dry, yet violence ran through my stave, and my spirit, like 100 lightnings, all around me, was flame. It tore at my skin, even burst vessels in my flesh. He holds up his sleeves. Yet the robe survived. He grins, the scars on his face bunching up beneath the coarse beard hairs. And you've worn them since? I hope he washes it often. Aelok purses his lip. I do hope he's washed them. Wow. I guess Aelok shares my personality. Oops. If Magran deem I should wear ash while dispensing her justice, then so be it. We exist at her pleasure. For her pleasure, Doran shrugs. Either way, she answers my call, quietly or loudly, but her colors seem weak in comparison to the acts one does in her name, and quiet is how I prefer. I find others of my faith do not tend to take me for a second glance if the fire of my spirit does not grace my staff. Okay, looks like we have to wait until we can talk to him again about other things. What's this? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's safe because that was a long conversation. Can you imagine? Something happens. And you have to replay that part. I really hate it when that happens.
Nothing will slip past me.
I have to repeat conversations. And that was a long one. I have to make sure that I click everything. All the previous options that I've selected.
Now this I haven't seen before.
Well, yeah, it's really interesting that this. I really thought that this was like a an actual you know, another bustling part of the city. I didn't know it was just a freaking
Hey.
cemetery.
Brave Dolphin. Beyond. Indeed.
I don't know why they don't want to come closer.
This
I don't understand this.
fight is mine.
So it looks like that's the best strat, is just to have the warrior run in and then have the rest of your people come running in after. So maybe I need to just... Yeah, we'll just do something like this. I mean, he can be... Well, he can be like over here. Yeah, this is gonna work better, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Fine.
Yeah.
Quick and quiet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why is everyone splitting up like that? There gotta be some enemies over here.
Yeah.
You got that medicine I need. Aim like a love, give it to me slowly. Put your hands on my waist, do it softly. We haven't found an upgrade. I think the only thing I think with this game, you have to craft your own upgrades. Because I don't think I've found like better weapons in a long time. Same with armor set and shit. So. Illusion of grandeur. Oops. Okay. You guys go in first. And then you guys come in. Same with you. Oh my god, look at, there's too many of them. Fuck. Do the bounce spell, which is the best spell. Do it again. Everyone's dead. Wow. And I didn't save.
Fight on, my friends!
Yeah, you're gonna die. That skeletal wizard also has the bounce spell.
Stuck.
Shit. Wow, that was rough. So last time I saved was after the conversation with Durans. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think we better just go into this house first.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay, let's pick this up again. Wait. So like the secret stash is all random. Oh, dude. I was just gonna say, how come I couldn't tell you it was randomized? I still like the strat though, making them stand in the back. Yeah, maybe we should check out this house first. Oh, there's a person in here. Let's see if we can upgrade any of these things. Oh, dang. Looking pretty good there. Okay, I guess you can only upgrade. Oh, enchanting quality. We can do +1 constitution. It's probably a good idea. What's proofing? Oh. Yeah, well, let's do +1 constitution. Okay. The same with his. That can't be enchanted. So you can only enchant the armor. And the weapons. So only chest armor and then weapons. What about boots? You can't enchant boots. Wait, he's not wearing boots? We need to buy. Next time in the city, I need to make sure that I buy armor stuff for these guys. Maybe that's the problem I'm having. I need to prioritize that and just buy some stuff. I guess I was kind of hoping that I would be able to just loot these things off the corpses, but apparently not.
I shall be discreet.
Oh. Oh. Okay. The stale loaves are hard as rocks. Left out to rot, these potatoes are covered with wet, rank smelling what? Bruises. A woman bends over a roaring fireplace, feeding a splintered chair leg into it. As you get closer, you notice something unnatural about her. A certain pallor to her skin, a lack of movement beneath her flesh, even while her arms execute deft, efficient movements. And then you see the puckered flesh, ragged and bloodless, over her heart. Unnatural creature. We should correct it, send it scampering back to the foulest depths of animancy from whence it came.
It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
She laughs to herself. Who are you?
A survivor, by the grace of my own careful preparations. When I heard the claws scrabbling at the door outside, I took care of matters myself. And since then, I've been careful to keep myself fresh and fed.
Do you know what happened here?
An incredible act of animancy, of a magnitude this part of the world likely hasn't seen since Anguithan times. Someone found something very powerful and ancient, and I'd bet my own preserved life it wasn't Aldhelm or his lovely assistant.
I still don't understand why this district is full of walking corpses. But it's a cemetery district, though. People don't really live here, right? I mean, except for a couple of them, I guess. They probably watch over the cemetery or whatever. She spins from the fire to face you. Because someone found a way to tether their souls to their bodies, don't you see? She taps her skull with an impatient finger. So when the heart stops beating, when the blood stops flowing, their bodies still animate. And with a newfound hunger, she turns back to the fire. Those that can feed it with living flesh and essence stay strong and sharp. Those that can't, degenerate quickly. Tell me what you know about this Aldem. His name barely merits repeating. He's a charlatan who liked to dig up pretty artifacts and call himself a scholar. The pity with animancy these days is that just about anyone can claim to be an expert. I see. She smirks. I truly doubt that. It's time for me to get going. She's been eating human, though. Is that what she's trying to say by keeping herself fresh because she's eating flesh of humans? To keep herself still sane and not totally zombified? Is that what she meant by that? I think he can be at the front because he's the healer. Here's a problem I think with the progress ability. It's like I wish that the AI is smart enough to not like burn all the spells, you know, because sometimes you're just fighting like regular easy encounters and then they're just like spamming all of the spells. I'm just gonna turn it on and see what happens. Let's just do that, just to see how good of a healer he is, or he's able to maintain it with it, or he's just gonna burn everything and then we're not gonna have any healing spells later. So I guess we're gonna test it.
If it makes you rest easier.
I shall be discreet.
I can do that. That's settled.
Oh, find club. Dum dum, my old man is a bad man, but he grabs me, has me by my heart. Burning Lash. Should we do Burning Lash? Plus 25 burn damage? That could be a good thing, right? Let's do it. Why not? Oh, both of them now have like Burning Lash.
Hey.
Or Burning something. His special now. No, he doesn't have Burning Lash. That's just... That's just magical glow, I guess.
Alright then.
Huh?
Some kind of magical glow. A poetry compilation? That would be a fun one to read later.
I can do that. That's settled.
Oh, it's just a prisoner. Oh, this is gonna be awful. Oh, she's eating them. You're not one of Encanta's servants. Please, you've got to get us out of here before she feeds on us. What happened to you? We're just groundskeepers. When the district fell into chaos, Encanta took us in. Said we'd be safe until the Knights got things under control. See, I was right. Instead, she locked us in here. Every week, one of those monsters who serves her comes in and takes one of us away. I don't know what she's doing, but sometimes we can hear the screams. Please, get us out of here. The way to the district exit should be safe. Go now. No, stay here for now. Yeah, because they're gonna die if they run out now. We need to face Encanta real quick. Encanta's kept us prisoners for a week. Why is she doing this to us? Because she wants to eat your dick. Something or someone snapped this candelabra into two. Perception, restore light endurance, minor spellbind. Let me see here. Is that like a spell? Yeah. Let's check out that spell real quick, see what it does. Ally in the area. Okay, so and since it's per rest,
Yeah.
let's see how good of a healer he is.
You return. What have you come seeking this time?
I came across a group of people in the back room. She clucks. I hope you didn't disturb them. Rounding them up is quite the chore.
You return. What have you...
So, should we just release them then? Because he's like, oh, okay, I just don't... No, now she's gonna be upset.
You return. What...
She doesn't care? Okay. This is so odd. I guess, her mind is not there anymore, pretty much. I hope those people didn't die because I didn't clear this part of the map. But if they follow, I mean, like... shit. There is a fight over here. It's always late with summoning this. Okay, so this is the last part of this map, I guess, with this difficult fight over here. We gotta go all... We gotta go all out. Go crazy. We gotta go crazy. These guys need to get the skeletal wizard. He needs to get this wizard. And I think... Yeah, you need to get that wizard there. And he needs to use everything. Okay, so he's healing. Use everything. Very nice. He can certainly heal. Oh, this guy is all over his ass. Yeah, he can definitely heal pretty good, but let's check out all of his. Okay, he still have a lot of spells. Okay, that's good. Did he even use? He didn't even use the restore light endurance. Okay. So I guess it's okay. It's good.
You should have run.
Very nice. I feel very accomplished. So yeah, we just need the healer to be, you know, healing. Maybe we need to allow everyone to use their Perez abilities. Stelgar Tooth. Though none of the large fangs which Stelgars are famed, his sharp tooth is nevertheless impressive. Well, we can camp again. We probably should. Oh, we got more.
Light,
probably.
flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Can go in there. Okay. Before we do that.
And the fire shows me something new.
Scroll of Nature's Mark. Who has lore? I think he has lore. Yeah. She doesn't have lore. Okay, before we go down there, we're gonna loot this.
Nothing will slip past me.
The massive stone door of the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Oh, okay. So we've cleared the map. That crazy lady is still there though, so I don't know what the deal with that is. I guess we'll just report it in. I mean, the zombie fight lady, she's gonna be a zombie pretty soon, I'm sure. They say whatever struck down all those people sucked the life even from the grass and trees.
Good day to you.
Okay. So, did we completed the quest? We still have to find the missing guards. Northeast. Okay, so we still need to do that. Oh, we didn't go to the the mausoleum where there's like a gathering of sort in there. I didn't go in because it looked like it would be like an epic fight. Okay, yeah, we need to go in here. Save the game. No, it wasn't over there. It was over here somewhere. I forgot where it was. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. A woman turns when you enter. Her wide, pale eyes shine like lamps in the darkness of the tomb. 4 crucible knights hover nearby, their glazed expressions fixed on her. Reinforcements at last. I hope you've come armed, because we've got to get out of here. Something about her seems hazy and insubstantial, even in the darkness of the tomb. Who are you? The commander of the Crucible Knights. I lead the militia stationed around Heritage Hill. Securing this district became my responsibility when this, whatever it is, happened. What are you doing here? I came searching for survivors. Only too late did I realize there wasn't any. She brings a hand to her head. Her skin is practically translucent. I found myself surrounded by those creatures outside, and I had to seek refuge. Finally, funny, isn't it, to hide from the dead in a building that was meant to hold them in the first place? She pats the wall of the tomb. Anyway, I've been waiting for more reinforcements. What are these soldiers doing here? She looks at them, but either she doesn't notice their distant gazes and the way they sway on their feet, or she thinks nothing of it. They're under my command, of course. They heard my call, and we've been waiting on a few more to help us fight our way out of here. How did they manage to hear you in this tomb? Her eyes flash. There's something unnatural about the way she hovers, watching you. I hope you're not questioning my command. I'm warning you, I don't tolerate insubordination. Not at all. Then if you've caught your breath, we should move out. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're already dead. Her eyes grow cold and hard. You better explain yourself, and quickly. You're a ghost, and you've been luring Crucible Knights to their deaths. She freezes in place, hovering in the air. No, that's impossible. It's only been... I can't be. The other side of the tomb is visible through her gaping mouth. She looks at her hands, seemingly for the first time, turning them in front of her. As her eyes and her mouth widen in horror, she turns to you. What have you done to me? Her expression hardens, and the Crucible Knights behind her stir. Novitiates, attack.
Lavar,
Go crazy. Go crazy, please. Go crazy. Go crazy. I need all of them to go crazy. I think it's okay to use the Perez.
Yeah.
What is going on? These guys are not moving. Are we... You're currently attacking a foe at least. Okay. Oh shit. We're doing this again.
Stuck. Lavaru. Beyond. See.
The bear is dead. Okay, this is not good. Either engage this guy, please. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is a really tough fight.
That's not it.
My guy is dead. Come on. All this healing and nothing.
Beyond seek.
Beyond seek.
Okay, we can't do this quest. We can't complete this quest. It's a really tough fight. Wow. I don't think we can beat those guys. I think we have to come back here. Stick up our quest here. We need to go to Copper Lane. I think there's another Copper Lane quest somewhere here. I saw earlier a Copper Lane quest. Just I'm going over there. I want to make sure I can go both of them. Yeah, I think you have to unlock the door for this one. And then we have to find like a scroll to gain the master librarian's favor. And then that map is like super hard. So that's gonna take a while. Now, do I go back to? I'll go back to Copper Lane and talk to that guy, to Osric. Now that I have the affidavit, I don't know. Maybe he needs to mess with it. Okay, so we're going to Copper Lane then. A couple of things we can do over there. It's starting to get really hot in this house. All right. Let me see here. Finish in 13 hours. Okay, still working on that. Expedition Hall. Is this where we need to go? For that quest, I think it is. So did you give him the dagger? What? What? No, of course. Gordy's a nice kid, but March Steel is expensive. He was begging other people to. He'd probably cut his fingers off anyway. That's funny. So the thugs have left the brothel? I'm just asking for a friend. There's so few honest types in Defiance Vegas or something. When they were talking about that kid who was begging for the dagger, and then like the dad got upset later, and I didn't say, you know, he wanted to be a justiciar, so That's why I gave him the knife. Instead, I said, yeah, I gave him the knife, and then that ended the conversation. It was very anticlimactic, unless we're gonna see them again at a later time. See, he doesn't even have anything, so I still need to do something with that document. So where's Dunrid Row? Like, I guess it's a place? I don't think I've been to it. I don't think I've seen it. So where the fuck is...
So you will go to your king and what? Implore him to curb his violent impulses at the word of a heroic academic.
You don't usually grace me with your flattery, priest. What merits this attention?
All Rawatai's history is war, same as everyone. If only the world were led by soft-hearted giants who waste their muscles stroking their own quills. Oh, wouldn't that be grand?
I'm content to remain a burr in your place. But here, if you but stand on the docks, you can single-handedly ensure no one ever sails to the Deerwood again.
Okay, what was the other quest here? Oh, I need to, through the catacombs. Is it the, right here, okay. There's a way to get there from here. Let's just head down there and see what's going on. I have to turn on the air. It is too hot. I hope the enemies don't respawn. I have a feeling that they're gonna respawn now. Okay, so there's a way to get to the temple. Maybe this one over here, huh? Okay, so the enemies don't respawn. That's good. Oh. Was it there, but I just didn't. I already read these. It's always been there, and I just haven't checked it out. That's funny. Funny. Funny bunny. Oh. In front of you looms the ghostly, hollow image of the man who was present at your awakening. He casts a pale, sickly light in the dank corridor as he regards you.
You are from Kratu, my boy.
His words are an echo in your mind from a long time long past, and you know you're responsive for you speak it, as if it has always been. Only recently.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratu. What made you decide to join our order?
I don't like any of these responses. I don't want to say I'm honestly not sure. But all these talks about gods and miracles, I don't know. Well, maybe we should just say I went through dark times, nothing made sense, and all that's changed when you... Yeah, that sounded like... Totally sounded like religious indoctrination. Your teaching spoke to me. Here's something simple.
The gods are just, and they care for their faithful. I think that speaks to many people. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
I am. 653 lost to bandits, bound and buried completed. Ooh. Our priest, Avatar Way, was able to. Oh, here it is. They were killing virgins, and stealing their hair so that to keep, because they think that they can cure a hollowborn situation. Let's see what Avatar Way did. Though Avatar Way was unable to find the source of the rumors plaguing Road's End and the surrounding earldom of Hellsgate. I like that they actually have a story for this after they completed their quest. The local authorities assisted in breaking the mobs, punishing would-be murderers, and preventing more young women from being buried alive. They're burying them alive and then just leave their hair out. That's fucked up. A particularly large and violent mob at Kell Hill Cemetery required Avatar Way to rally the local soldiers and put down the primary troublemakers. On the body of the biggest belligerent, Avatar Way found an odd magical rope that he intended to use on a local young woman. A wizard advisor of the Erla of Hell's Gate suspected that the rope had been created by the same person responsible for spreading the rumors and inciting the attacks in the first place. So we got a this is our first belt plus Constitution binding rope. This cruel instrument was created by a resident of Hell's Gate who was pursuing a rumor that promised a cure for the Hollowborn crisis. He intended to use the rope to bind a virgin girl and bury her alive, later pulling the corpse from the ground to harvest some of the hair for the cure. Despite its nefarious purpose, the binding rope still possesses useful powers. Awesome. Is it now in our inventory? Or do I have to go back to pick that up? Let's check it out. Yeah, I have to go back to pick that up. It's a very good item. But yeah, we have to go get it. Is there another quest? And we're losing money to bandits here because our fortification is still pretty bad. Okay, no events. Alright, that's pretty cool. I like that. Wait. What? Why are the mercenaries here? The mercenary eyes you warily as you approach, his weapon readied. What are you doing here? You look like one of the masked lot. Oh, you don't look like one of the masked lot. What's going on here? Since you don't know, you clearly don't belong here. Oh no! Oh, the guard whistles sharply, and you hear sounds of alarm in the distance. I was just checking to see. One of them is the fucking wizard. Was just, I guess whenever you see a situation like that, you just need to pick the right response immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're fighting everyone. Look at all these grimoires.
Sure.
Keeping an eye out.
How is this mercenary like so fucking powerful? What a mess.
Yeah.
And they never drop any they never drop boots or belts. A chiseled portion of rock, slate gray and pocked with gleaming minerals. When set on the ground, it floats a small distance above the earth. These tight coils of gleaming copper are typically found in conjunction with Adra, where they affect peculiar changes. You should camp because these two are almost dead.
I'll see what I can find.
Brave dog.
Most inconvenient.
Just say the word.
Yeah, he needs to back up a little bit, this priest, our priest.
Hey.
Durance. He needs to be behind a little bit. Where's that milk? And I hate using these buffs because they don't last very long.
Right.
Like they're nice, but you know, like when would be a good time to use them? And you can't even use these like during battles, right? I'm gonna try it next battle here.
Quick and quiet.
I don't think you can use your items during battles. Wait, what?
Lava.
Yeah, action unavailable during combat. Like you can only why would they even? Oh, that one you can, but not so potions okay, but not fruits and stuff.
I can do that. That's settled.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
The book lies on the table. Its pages filled with some kind of unintelligible cryptography. I need to start teaching him all of these spells. We can only use some of them now. Like during battle. So, what was it that I wanted to check on? Yeah, it's like I need to know. Ooh, 38. Nice. Oh, that's for Durance. I was like, yeah, that's such an improvement. Oh, this is such an improvement for her. Okay. But that one has +4 accuracy and +15 damage. Maybe we'll just enchant it. Oh, okay, I see. 1200. Do 15 damage for now. Okay. Like, so the food stuff, you can't use that during battle. You can only use potions or spells and shit. These are all the same, okay. So they go by name, okay. So what they have here is Nyroids, Marwal, and Ludrania. Put waterlog here. If you run out of spells, you just switch them so you can cast those other ones, right? And then you can also learn them. It's a little confusing. I need to sell the Savaf, Gold Rot Chew, all that. I'm not going to be addicted to these things. Unless they can be used in crafting. Okay, so we can have potions. We can make potions. So they should be carrying potions, not any of these fruit stuff. Okay, because these you need to eat like outside of the. Where would they have that if I put it in here? Is it under food? Okay, good. So maybe we need to put all of these in here. Except for the potion stuff. Oh, that's a drug. Yeah, all the food stuff, I think we just put them here. This looks like potion though. Speed instant. Can you use this in battle? Because it's in a bottle? We'll try it. We'll try this. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'll go on ahead.
Aloth falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back you, Claude! Those hooded fiends are not to be trusted!
Probably not, but that's no reason to be. Kayla glances over at Aloth and frowns. Aloth, are you unwell? He grimaces, catching his breath. It's nothing, I'm fine. He coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow. Yeah, he has some kind of like a dual soul situation going on.
I'll see what I can find.
Shrouded man, uh-oh. Oh fuck. Okay, let's see if we can use... You can't use that, but you can use... Okay. Can't use the oil. Can't use the spirits. Can't use the milk. Okay. Use your fucking healing spell. What is wrong with you? I didn't even set him up to just use everything. What happened to his AI behavior? Oh, no, no. That's the wrong... I can't select him right now, okay. Jeez. Okay. I guess we still need to sneak in. Okay, we're gonna send the warriors in first. And then the rest can come along later. Now you guys run over here. Please, run over here. This guy needs to be fucking killed. Endurance, you need to heal yourself. They're all trying to kill Durans. He's dead. Okay, so I think we need to send all the warriors directly to that fucking caster. That's to the right, because that caster is bullshit. This guy. No, go with for that guy. Oh. Meanwhile, we're getting fucked here. Okay. We need to keep them stealth. The casters need to be stealth because we need to aggro all of those motherfuckers.
Yes.
You guys stay back here. Get that motherfucker. Get him. Get him. Get him. No, no, no. Go over there. Get him. You fucking assholes. Go get this guy. Eater is like too fucking... Okay. Now you guys can come in. Going. Jesus. This motherfucker. Durance, where are you? You need to get out of there. And you need to heal more. Heal, motherfucker. Heal. Well, how come you're just not wanting to heal at all? Class behavior is healing, then heal. It's bullshit.
Say the word.
They are all trying to kill fucking Durance. Durance, run away, Durance. Help him! He's your healer. Help him! Come on. It's bullshit. And Durance cast some spells. Why are you not casting any fucking spells? It's...
This fight is mine.
This guy's healing and everything. What an ass. The enemies are getting like really fucking strong. Crumpled at your feet lies the body of a woman. She wears a dark robe that bears an insignia resembling a key. As you approach the woman's body, feelings of rage assault you. The dead woman's voice howls in your ears, and her lingering consciousness rends at yours. Her essence tingles through your bones and membranes. It fills the spaces between your ears and behind your eyes, clawing deeper into your core. You see a gathering of men and women wearing robes like hers, their faces hidden behind masks. One by one, they approach her, whom they know as an acolyte, and she places her hand on each of their foreheads, searching their thoughts. She tests them with ritualistic questions, and they answer that their oath is sealed by the leaden key. She asks them of their task. She gives them new ones, all without a word. Try to see the task. Her essence flares, fighting to boil your blood, burn your memory, and splinter your bones from within. Yet between its strikes, you see flashes of something else, a tower, a prisoner, and a ruin. You funnel all of your concentration into a single effort of will, a sharp point that pins the raging soul in place like an insect in a display case. With the thing under control, you're able to examine it and 3 thoughts swirling inside. Examine the thought about the tower. You see a palimpsest of a neighborhood, run-down estates, a cobble-run cemetery with an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets, and in a tower a man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him. Somewhere nearby, you see a woman with a scar over her heart. You understand that she has something he needs. Oh, this is that zombie lady. You also see a door in the base of the tower, a seemingly impenetrable slab of the stone and copper. But then the acolyte reveals the invisible split between perfectly matched halves, and you understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. You know how to open the door. Oh, that locked door over there. Okay. Inquire about the prisoner. In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin. Yet it also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man, his hair matted but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. I think this is the Duke's house. Look into the ruins. The acolyte's vision takes you out of Defiance Bay into a town in the wilderness with a waterfall. A signpost on one of the paths reads, Deerford. Several figures huddled together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruin suddenly looms in your mind. 2 skeletal effigies flank a cleft in the mountainside. Okay, Undying Heritage. Look at all of these swords. Heavy armor. Give it to him. The rest is crap.
Huh?
The Man Who Waits. Novice Grimoire. Okay. Through Death's Gate. A key, lead key covered in a dark blue-hued patina. Another heavy armor, I'll give it to him. Medium armor, maybe give it to her.
Huh?
Whether by design or by consequence of the sputtering candlelight, the hooded statue's face is almost impossible to see. Ooh, Defiance of Concentration. Right? What's Defiance? Usable only by Ranger? Nice. Okay.
Steady does it.
Very cool. Devotees have placed assorted keys, their teeth filed away among the runnels of wax. Okay. Have we investigated this whole place? Yes. Okay. So this is the temple. This is like this was the temple that we were looking for. Yes, because now we have the 3 main quests here. Okay. We're gonna stop here. And then when we come back, we're gonna check out the cemetery, I think. So yeah, this is getting pretty interesting. Okay, so what are we gonna complete next? We need to take care of these. What? The dungeon and cat will contain 9 cells. Upgrading the dungeon will allow you to take prisoners during your travels. That's cool. That only takes 1 day. I'm tired of getting raided by the bandits, so I'm thinking of just focusing on that first before anything else, you know. So let's take care of the these curtain walls. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Let me see where this takes me before I stop. Probably in the ruins in the middle of town, right? Yeah. The steward of Katnoa has a letter for you. Oh, so we need to go back to Katnoa. So.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself.
Oh. Okay. Alright, we'll talk to him when I come back. So he's gonna talk about his split soul or personality or whatever it is. Hopefully. Till next time.